Speed here, and I will be casting one of these featured SoloQ games just for fun. So, let me
I
just,
feel like we should start with the sad news.
whoops, just load up the dashboard, and I'll be good to go. Alrighty. Let's see, 5 minutes, that's pretty much at the very start of the game, so let's load this up, see what the team comps are, and get into game. Alright, on the blue side, we do have Crimson Elite Talon, Soraka, Amethyst Ash, Katarina, and Nunu. While the other side, wow, Soraka's actually getting fairly low there. Yeah, let me finish introducing the teams. There is Teemo, champion everybody hates. Nidalee, who's almost dead also. Corki, who's almost dead also. Alistair and Israel. Did that a bit out of order, but the flashing red health bars distracted me a little bit. Forgive me. And yeah, I'll just move these around. Looks like it is a Katarina top, which is fairly interesting. You don't see that very often. Actually, Talon going aggressive onto Ezreal in the mid lane. Looks like he'll just Arcane Shift out of there, and it'll be a-okay. And, yeah, so, first thing I think of is that this blue team is really snowbally. Snowbally because they have Nunu, get it? No, I'm sorry. That was terrible, but yeah, if they don't get ahead, this is going to be a really rough game for them. They have Talon and Katarina, which are great at, obviously, deleting people, so I think that'll be good against a champion like Teemo. However, if they don't get ahead enough or farmed enough to the point where they can secure kills very quickly, I think that they're just going to get completely rolled over, especially because Nunu doesn't bring that hard of an engage. I think they're pretty reliant on the Ashe arrow to start something off, or a Talon getting a pick with the vision. And actually, Nunu going to lane gang Teemo here. Meanwhile, Alistair going aggressive in the bottom lane. Nidalee's coming from behind. She gets to the 100 mark on it, but now they're targeting Soraka, which I think is the correct decision to do. But Nidalee was so far away from their team, they've split focus, and Ashe just able to throw them out of there. Nidalee got a little greedy going for Ashe. But in a Soraka lane, you cannot focus the AD carry because, well, pretty much exactly that happens. So red team luckily do get away without a death. And Nunu gonna be ganking Teemo now. Katarina is fairly low though. She doesn't have her ultimate. I don't think she can burst enough. Teemo flashing forward with the ignite. First blood, the dot damage is huge. And I don't know if Nunu can do this, but he does have a lot of minions hitting him. Is he gonna get the kill? Teemo gets a double kill! Oh my god! That 1v2. Meanwhile in the bottom lane, Soraka bananas Corki to death. This game is exploding really fast, and not looking good for the for this Katarina lane, but Ashe and Soraka will be pretty happy. She did have to invest in another Doran's Blade because Corki Alistair is very scary with their all-in. Corki always being a pretty strong lane bully. And actually, Ashe's gonna stay here. I guess she doesn't have. Yeah, she only has 600 gold, so she really wants to get 300 more so she can grab that pickaxe. Then she'll want it back, but gonna be poking this out. She needs to be careful. Alistair, if he gets in comp, actually he's pretty low. I don't think he wants to, but with Corki back in the lane, actually Corki just buys a second Doran's Blade too, so. This is bottom lane getting, respecting the damage coming out from each other. Katarina, I don't know what that Shumpo was, but she jumps back to a minion just to give it a little hug of friendliness. And Nunu gonna be actually going in, maybe thinking of stealing that from Nidalee. But he doesn't really have the mid help, and they don't know where Alistair is, so. Okay, he will just be walking in here, consume smiting, and leaving. Nidalee doesn't even land the spear, so. Just adding insult to injury. He's gonna get out of there pretty fine. That being said, Nidalee is still 5 CS ahead. If you look at the gold, they're about even. She has 70 more gold, but Nunu gonna be pretty happy with that. He actually gets the challenging smite, the skirmisher's saber, which you often see on assassins or people that bring a lot of damage to the table. Not usually on Nunu, because Nunu is much more of just a control jungler. A lot of times you might get a chilling smite to just to be even more annoying. Or even the poachers might be good here because he's spending a lot of time in Italy's jungle and she really can't do anything about it. At least not yet. So yeah, we'll see how that the true damage, added damage will affect his ganks or team fighting. Meanwhile, Katarina just not liking this at all. They're pinging bottom lane. I think they want to try to go aggressive here because Corki and Alistair are pushing up fairly decently, and Ashe does have that pickaxe, so she does. So she would probably win an all-in, especially with a Soraka, making it really hard to burst her down. Once Ashe hits level 6, we'll see what they can do, but they really can't do anything without a jungler to help. So with the Nunu lockdown, that might be good, but Soraka can't really be aggressive because Ashe does a lot of damage, but Corki does too. So I think they'll be wanting to get help, but great vision control by the red team. You can see that they just have the entirety of this bottom half of the map completely warded, whereas blue team really only has one pink in that little pixel bush. Yeah, Nidalee gonna be picking up her red buff. And Teemo just being so mean here. Actually, oh my god, that's obnoxious. I hate you already, Jimmy the Slayer. Jeez. Just the damage. Actually, Alistair flash pulverizing it onto Ashe. And are they gonna go in? The exhaust comes out onto Corki. Ezreal's roaming down, so they're pinging blue team to fall back, and they focus Ashe, which means Soraka now gets her at full health, and Ezreal is saying, well, this was a waste of time. I'm gonna go back, but here's the turnaround. Alistair's ultimate is used up. Oh wait, no it isn't. He's using it now. That might be a little late. Actually, they're gonna find Talon in the, trying to flank, and they're gonna try to focus him down. Is Alistair gonna go down? Yes. Chip and Dale rip in. I can't think of a pun just now, but Ashe gonna be getting still aggressive. The flash snowball coming out, and Ezreal flanking on the side, gonna be doing a lot of damage. Here comes a full channel Nunu ultimate. Flash comes out from Corki. Good job escaping that. And this is getting really dicey. Blue team's almost all out of mana. Then again, so is red team, but red team does have the health. And snowball comes out onto Nunu. Soraka gonna be there to try to help him out. Spear does not land on Ashe. So I think all in all, they everyone leaves. You gotta come out pretty evenly. I think Talon died there, so that was a 1-for-1. And Teemo just gonna be continuing his stranglehold of this Katarina. I thought maybe that if Katarina played passively enough, she might be able to just burst Teemo down because she's not too affected by his blind, but he's proven me wrong. Going for the, oh god, with the rework of the AP items, this Leandry's rush is gonna be even more brutal. So blue team gonna be recognizing that red isn't around. They're gonna be taking their first dragon for free. So good shot calling by the Nunu, just saying, yo, I'm Nunu, let's do this. Katarina just questioning her life choices right now. What? Why is she in this situation? I can feel her pain from here, but she'll just have to do her best to try to wave clear a little bit. She rushed the Negatron Cloak, probably going for an Abyssal early, but oh, actually, Ashe gets a little close, gonna be trying to contest Alistair on that ward, which means Nidalee can come in for a gank, but Soraka's Wish comes out, and then Ashe is used, picks up Alistair. He didn't even ultimate there. What is going on? Meanwhile, it looks like Katarina did go all in, like I said. She flashes into Teemo. Yes, Teemo is dead. We did it, boys. Meanwhile, Krispy Kreme 999 picks up the kill onto Nidalee, getting himself on the scoreboard there. He is also 10 CS up over Ezreal. And lots of missing pings coming out from Nidalee. Don't think she was very happy about that death, but jeez. Alright then. See if she continues to go on tilt. Actually, ooh! Ezreal, very well played. So he was fighting Talon. Ezreal was sitting right here around where the creeps were. And Talon was there, but he actually ults backwards because he figures Talon in the ultimate would try to reposition himself behind Ezreal. I don't know if that was a misclick, but that was, either way, it barely got Ezreal the win in that trade, and that's not going to be good for Talon because Ezreal did just pick up his Runeglaive. So if he gets an accelerated build time toward that Ludens, that is going to be very difficult for Talon to lane against. Because Talon does decently against ranged champions if he can kill them. But against someone like Ezreal who can stay miles away, it becomes that much more difficult. And Katarina, seeing if she can fight back here a little bit. She can't win the poke war though. Teemo does not quite have the Liandry's just yet, so she'll be able to survive a little bit. Actually, combo coming out from Alistar. Ooh, good volley harass on Ashe. Nunu going to be coming into this bot lane with Talon. Are they going to be able to turret dive? Nunu's fairly tanky. Did just finish his Cinderhulk. He's actually going to be getting the blue buff first, so giving them a little bit of time, but that means that they can't dive on this wave, and Ezreal going to be here. They're going in without him. They're focusing Ashe again, but the Ignite comes out, maybe being able to kill him. Now they're going on to Soraka. Soraka goes down. Ashe might be the next one to fall. Alistar frozen in place like a model. Man, would you look at that beef. So beautiful posing there. And actually, ooh, Katarina going all in, but the minions betrayed her. They step over the Noxious Trap and get that dot damage enough to finish her off. So very, either very smart play from Teemo or very lucky. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, though. That is a path that... Ooh, actually, Talon going all in onto Ezreal. Is that dot damage going to be enough? He does have the... Nope. He's eating a biscuit. Gonna be fine. Talon also pretty low, though. Luckily did dodge that True Shot Barrage, so... Bottom tower goes down for the blue team. We'll see if they can continue to get the next dragons. Actually, Alistar can be bullying out Soraka. He's like... Excuse me, I'm a cow and you are a goat lady. Get out of here. This is my pink ward area. So, Nidalee gonna be here to back him up. Just throw down an extra ward, so. All in all, they both have vision. Nope, Soraka gonna be going in again. Clearing that. And you see with Dragon coming up in 2 minutes, that's a very important bush. And the Teemo shrooms in this lane are just disgusting. Liandry's is already out, and he has a cooldown reduction. He's just kiting around his shrooms. Katarina runs into one. Wish actually comes out for Soraka there, but that's not going to be enough. Teemo's going to get the 2v1. She's going to step on another Noxus Trap. That was great placement by Teemo, knowing that... Oh my god. Talon tries to flash, but good Mystic Shot following out from Ezreal, so... The soul lanes are just collapsing on the blue team. Teemo's 6-1. Why? I hate red team. Just look at this. Ezreal, Runeglaive Ezreal, and Teemo. That's... And the Nidalee jungle. That's like the epitome of what you would not want to be playing against. Just poke all day. No, a lot of anti-fun. I guess Nunu is a bit of anti-fun himself, but he hasn't been able to get that much going after his early invades onto Nidalee now that she can kind of defend herself. So yeah, Ashe is still a little bit ahead of Ezreal, but Ezreal just picked up that Trinity Force, so he's going to have that huge power spike in lane. You can see their gold is pretty much exactly even, but Ezreal has... excuse me. Ezreal does have about a 1,500 gold lead over Talon, so that is huge. Is he going to get hit by the True Shot Barrage? Yes. Alistar going in with the combo. That looks pretty scary for Talon. Luckily, nobody is there. Just psyching him out a bit. Soraka going to be like, oh, here, buddy. Take all your health back in 2 spells. Don't worry. Yeah, here's Teemo again. Katarina is so sad. She got that 1v1 once, so she knows it's possible, but it might not be anymore. Teemo has the Morellos too, so that's going to be really big against the Soraka Nunu. And they're going to just take this jungle pressure and grab that mid turret for free. Dragon's Life, they can rotate, get that for free. That'll be their first of the game, I believe, yes. Because the first one did go to blue team. And with Teemo's pressure in the top lane, Katarina does have teleport, but I don't think she can really leave this lane. She doesn't even have her Abyssal Scepter yet. So I don't know where that True Shot Barrage is going. Maybe just harassing them down so they can't even contest Dragon. But yeah, Katarina doesn't even have her first item yet. So she can't do anything in these team fights. Meanwhile, Teemo's sitting at 2 completed items. He has 40 CS up. Oh man, that's rough. Every time I look at top lane, I just feel bad. And I'm sure Katarina feels the same. Maybe she'll think twice about picking Katarina top lane. It's not very often you see Katarina top, so I wonder if she tried to pick it as a counter to Teemo because she does have that ability to all in at level 6, but the problem with picking counter picks is that she probably doesn't have a lot of experience playing with champion. That may or may not be true, but actually Talon sees Ezreal. They're going to be flashing onto it. That's what they needed, one pick onto Ezreal, so that's the one of the backline threads down, and Gromp going to be aggroed, going to be hitting up Teemo. Nidalee chasing him down. Great jump over from Alistar. Going to be headbutting him into the wall, and Soraka flashes over to heal a little bit. The Morello's not applied to any of them yet, so the heals are still fully effective. But I don't know how long they can stay at this turret. Luckily, Ezreal's dead, so if he were alive, staying in that turret might not even be feasible. But after scouting out, she's like, oh god, glad she threw that hawk shot. Because that is not where you want to go at all. She does not see Teemo. He's waiting. He knows that somebody might try to get wolves eventually. But he's going to be impatient. Sees Nunu and it's like, oh, look, maybe a free kill. Gonna be running over, uses move quick, but here's Katarina, 2v3. Teemo's kind of low, but Nunu dies instantly. They're really split up. That means that they can just get free kill. Wait, no, here comes Ash. Enchanted Crystal Arrow picks up Corki. Is he gonna get Teemo? No, he's blinded. Oh my god, Teemo, why? Why do you have a blind? Ash flashes forward with the volley, but it's not quite in range. Here comes Ezreal. Oh, Katarina's so low. If he lands one mystic shot, that'll be over. But here comes Soraka, heals her up, and now I think Ezreal might be in deep trouble. He does have Flash if he need. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Flash is a little bit late there. He needed to get out before he got slowed, but was not able to do that. And Scion Spartan here. Don't know if that's a that's Zion Smurf, but fun fact, he's not playing Scion, so yeah. I guess he's Athenian today, being the other champion. Nidalee, a bit more fragile, which is similar to how the Spartans and Athenians compared each other. At least how the Spartans viewed it. But yeah, Dragon Raider gonna be finding Nunu. Nunu throws a snowball, doesn't do that much damage because he's going full tank, and I don't even know if he's maxed that yet. Okay, he does have 5 points into the Ice Blast, but yeah, just doesn't do that much damage. Corki also has the Vamp Scepter, so to heal up any small harass that goes on. Chippendale just chilling. He's like, yo, what's up, Soraka? Giving her a lot of free heals. But I think he was just waiting for his sweeper to come up, so he will be clearing that. That means they do have Dragon control, but Dragon's not up for quite a few minutes now, at least over 2. Here they come, 3 people top lane. They want to kill Teemo, but he's pretty fast. The blind's gonna come out onto Talon. I don't know if he'll be able to finish him off, but here's Nunu gonna be able to hold him down. Katarina wants revenge. She gets the shutdown on the Teemo. Meanwhile, Soraka being focused in the mid lane. I don't even know how Red Team got that far deep, but they get the kill. Ezreal and Corki, great gap closes it against the Soraka without Flash. So, yeah, they just abuse the fact that Soraka's has to play very cautiously, and she did not. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out. It's going to be stunning. Nidalee goes out instantly. Here comes a double kill for Katarina. Is this going to be enough? The reset comes out, but huge damage from Ezreal Corki. The mid-game power spike for these two champions is ridiculous. You can see the Ludens almost one-shots that cannon minion. And, oh, actually Talon getting aggressive here. He has 3 and 4. He does have his Tiamat up, and if you would excuse me 1 second. Alright, Sorry about that, folks, but I am back. All we missed was the red buff being taken by Ashe, and Ezreal using True Shot Barrage to do nothing. Well, actually, I don't quite remember if it was nothing. Somebody was calling me, so just answering that real quick. But back in the game, Chip and Dale gonna be in danger. I think Krispy Kreme wants some steak. Teemo gonna be on the flank. Oh god, Teemo's red buff. Why? Why, Riot? Please. But either way, Ashe actually gonna be hiding here. She does have her ultimate, huge True Shot Barrage coming out again. Chunks Ashe to half health, and this is getting pretty scary. Ezreal does have his Sorcerer's Boot shoes now, so even more magic penetration, gonna be able to slice through that squishy team on blue side. Actually, Arrow comes out onto Nidalee. She's really low. The reset comes out. Kube is on a killing spree, and they're gonna be trying to get Alistar. He pops his ultimate, but you can't escape Ashe. Her passive gives her free slows, but here comes Soraka. She's out in the middle. Where's Teemo? He's pushing top lane. Actually, he's going against Talon. Is he gonna be able to get the kill? Hex Trigger comes out for Talon. It's enough. I think he's gonna be able to survive. No, Teemo does get the return kill. Meanwhile, Corki Valkyrieing very aggressively. Probably wants to get out of there because Katarina's here, and oh, she does have the. Does she have a cutlass? That would be fairly interesting. No, oh, that was Corki's cutlass. Sorry. Throwback to Hextech Gunblade days of Katarina, but she still does have Shumpo. Corki hasn't even finished his boots yet, so that means she can just catch up and kill him. Yeah, great job by Katarina. She only has basic boots too, but the Luden's Echo 10% movement speed, that buff to the item with the ability power rework seems to be going pretty well for her. Well, pretty well for her in that situation. I don't think she would say the same about this Leandri's Morellos for Teemo. We'll see what he gets now. I think he might want a Ludens, because that would just be even nastier on Teemo. And red team might be setting up the dragon. Yep, they're doing it. Ezreal like, why do I even need to bother coming over the wall, man? I'm just gonna sit over here. Chimmendale warding up just to see if blue team comes out to check, but they don't. We'll see if they kind of posture around Baron now. And Jimmy the Slayer definitely getting a lot of slays this game. He chunks down everyone on red team, but because it hit a bunch of people, it doesn't do quite as much damage. Also, his mid-game power spike is wearing off a little bit, but how to remedy that? Go for Death Cap. He picks up this both of the components, and he's only a few hundred gold away from finishing that up. You can see he's 2,000 gold above Talon, even though Talon's doing fairly well in this game. Speaking of doing fairly well, Ashe is actually 5-1. I didn't even realize that. She's ahead of Corki, so very good positioning and initiations from her. I said they were relying on her to start these fights, and she's pretty much delivered. You saw earlier in the mid lane, they got an arrow onto Nidalee, and Teemo's here now. I think he wants to set up these shrooms. He does have one there at that choke point, but red team really need to be able to kite around the shrooms, because Alistar being their only front line, I think what they want is just to wait for the arrow. I think Alistar really needs to Mikhail's Crucible, because they have to wait for blue team to engage and then just kite back with all their poke champions. Good sidestep by blue team, being able to dodge this. Actually, Jimmy the Slayer flashes over, but the silence comes out from Soraka. Meanwhile, Katarina's going in. She gets 2 kills. She has the reset. Scara, baby. Chippendale going down next. We've seen this time and time again. He's just slowly going down. But actually, Talon going on to Ezreal. Ezreal gets a little bit too close. Here comes Katarina, but he flashes away. Kube's on a rampage. Kube getting that Kobe beef. And she picks up that kill. Ezreal's the only one alive. There's hope for blue team. Katarina finally has 2 items. Throws on the ward. Maybe thinking about ward jumping, but didn't really quite do that anyways. Ezreal's out of mana. She goes down, has the reset on her ultimate, and gets the kill. Katarina's online, boys and ladies and gentlemen. She's almost caught up to Teemo, which is actually really impressive. She has enough for a needlessly large rod and then some. We'll see if they, actually they might be starting the Baron here. Red team's saying watch out. Nidalee gonna be trapping that. They're putting the trap over there to get some of that vision, because when you do throw the Nidalee trap, you get some brief vision. and Nunu gonna be just being annoying. He is going for either a Random Gentleman or a Frozen Heart. They do share unique passives on the Warden's Mail, Cold Steel, I believe, but actually I'm surprised he doesn't have magic resist, because this is a pretty much all magic damage team composition from red side. So maybe he's been watching LCS and he's like, hey, this is how Dyrus builds, may I'll just follow suit. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what he's gonna do with those. I think it'd be a little bit redundant to get both, especially because you really don't need that much armor. Maybe he's going for the Iceborne Gauntlet, but they really don't need extra damage. And of course the slow would be kind of nice for sticking to targets, but they have Ashe Nunu already, so I disagree with the Glacial Shroud choice on the Nunu. I think he would have been much better off getting a Spirit Visage. Yeah, this team is so ability power heavy. Teemo, sometimes you can see Teemo build a hybrid with a Blade of the Ruin King, or I don't know, something like a Black Cleaver, because maybe not Black Cleaver, but sometimes you see Teemo hybrids, but this one's full AP, and you can see how much damage it does to Soraka, but Soraka's just baiting him the entire time. Teemo's blind is down. That means Talon gets a free kill. Good coordination by them, and Teemo getting a little bit overconfident here, saying, heh, I've been bullying him around Katarina all game. I can bully you too, Soraka. And she's like, nope. Goat people unite. And I guess that means Talon is a goat person. His hood does look a little bit like a horn, I guess. Maybe not. But he's goat friendly. Helping out his buddy Soraka there. G2G Oliski clearing the top lane. You can see he hasn't actually finished his Rabadon's death cap yet. He really needs that for the next fight, because it's been a while since he's bought, so having that extra burst would prove crucial. And blue team trying to get their first turret. That's another bit of a problem with this team composition, with very weak engage, and their only engage being from their AD carry, meaning that they have a difficult time diving anyways. Actually, Talon wants to get the shroom. He steps over it by accident. Gonna be taking a lot of poke there. Luckily, they do have Soraka. Nidalee poking from the side. She only hits a minion, though. And actually, Alistar flashing in, Chip and Dale going in, but Nunu does not want to channel the ultimate under turret. He has to flash out of there, too. So, a few crucial cooldowns down for blue. Actually, not too crucial. Absolute Zero is fairly important, but it's mostly the damage that they took onto Soraka and Nunu is going to be pretty annoying. That allows Teemo to set up all these shrooms into the Baron entrance, and they're just going to be rushing that down. They have a lot of damage. Actually, Tubor coming out. There's 1 second left on that ward, and here comes Katarina. Is she going to get the reset? Ashe falls with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but they're so low. Here's Talon. Talon wants it. He needs it. He got the beef. Is he gonna get more? No, but they're solo. Ezreal's still here with Corki and Nidalee. They don't need health to poke. Well, they have to be careful if they don't want to get hit by Baron either. And actually, blue team's just gonna be rushing the dragon, but they might want to get turrets while they can, because their team composition is not that great at sieging. So, like I was saying earlier, it's very hard for them to dive, especially dive against an Alistar and Teemo. So I think it was good that they got the mid turret. Now they can get dragon as well. That'll be dragon number 2 for them. Yeah, so they'll be equal in dragons, which is fairly important, because I think the later this game goes on, I want to give the edge to blue team just because they have a much better spread of damage coming out. It's not all ability power. You can see the line of hats here, very stylish on red side, but style doesn't necessarily mean it's good. And, well, I mean, death caps are good on all these champions, but once blue team starts stacking magic resist, you can see Nunu gets the Negatron cloak, actually. I'm kind of curious what he's building that into. It's usually as Nunu, I really think the Spirit Visage is what you want, with the cooldown reduction as well as the increased healing on consume. But I guess we'll find out. They already have an Abyssal Scepter on Katarina. course, this is SoloQ, so they might just stack Abyssal Scepters, and you can see Nidalee actually not even doing that much damage. Actually, Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out, but it only hits Alistar. I don't think they want to engage on this. This is a choke point where Teemo and Ezreal excel, but Katarina's coming in. She deletes people. She gets the reset. There's one. She doesn't want to follow Teemo into the possible Shroom Fest, and now they're going to go for Chippendale again. Every team fight, Chippendale tries to do something, and then once he starts falling behind, he just gets kited to death. 174, really the story of this bottom lane. And I think Corki was probably not the best pick here. He does offer a lot of poke, but if he was something like Jinx, maybe, that still offers poke with her zap, yet can be that hard carry that they need, it might have been a little bit better. But yeah, I was talking about blue team not having a front line. Chippendale's not. Oh my god. Red team was so low. Kube godlike. Ashe really the MVP of this game. She's been the start of every single fight. However, I do need to give a great shout out to Katarina so far, because she was so far behind Teemo, and look at that. She's now ahead in gold. Wait, is she? Nope. 30 CS behind, so hopefully she'll soon be ahead, so I can say this is the great comeback miracle of Katarina. And Soraka, I'm going to be seeing that Shroom. I don't think she has a pink in her inventory, yeah. So, going to be kind of dangerous for her. She steps on that Shroom, but nobody's in position to follow up. Excuse me again. I do live in a neighborhood with a lot of pine trees, which I'm allergic to, which is unfortunate, but Nidalee going to be refreshing that pink onto Baron, and Nidalee has actually been fairly inconsequential this game. I think she wants to get a Void Staff because Magic Resist is starting to come out. Aegis has been completed by Soraka a little while ago. Nunu has that Negatron cloak. I still don't really know what he's building with that. Oh my god! Nidalee gets completely burst. But yeah, if they had something like a Sejuani on this team, or Gragas, I think it would be much better. Now Chippendale, he's seen this before many a time. He just can't do anything. You flash pulverize. That's what he needed to do. Ezreal misses a mystic shot though. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out to follow up on Teemo. 3 people down on the red side. That means that blue team might want to do. Oh god, Katarina getting caught in that little choke point in the Raptors. Meanwhile, Ashe and Uno are just sneaking Baron here. I don't think Ezreal's not in position to poke him down. That means that Corki really can't contest this by himself. Luckily, he is safe because they can't really engage on him unless he gets close enough to Shumpo. But they do get the Baron. This might be the turning point in the game, boys and girls. I think they're not very satisfied with their Nidalee's performance. She's trying, man. She's trying. And meanwhile, Ezreal getting chunked down a huge amount. Talon with that Maw of Malmortius being pretty important. Be able to survive the burst and dish it out himself. Ezreal might want a Zhonya's. Actually, anybody on this team might want a Zhonya's because the entire team composition of blue side is predicated on the ability to get kills early in the fight to trigger Katarina's resets, to allow Talon to just wreck through the entire team. So I think Zhonya's are really what they need, but they're not doing it. Nidalee's going to be backdooring the inhibitor. Ashe can try to go back. Actually, no, she's staying here. Talon goes in onto Corki. Not quite enough. The wish comes out to keep Talon pretty healthy. And what is Nidalee doing? She's not even getting the inhibitor. Pick something, woman. Now she's going back. She's just losing the game. Oh my god. Now she should have. Oh my god. She should have done something at least, because she could have been back now either way. But now blue team get the inhibitor, get some kills, and now they're going back. Nidalee does finish off the inhibitor, but at what cost? They might lose Nexus turrets. Nunu and Ashe is so huge. Nidalee even dies to Katarina. Oh man, red team is not happy with this Scion Spartan. I don't think Zion will be very proud of you, buddy, but it's okay. I believe in you next time. Everyone has bad games. Corki gonna be trying to follow through here, but not quite. Oh, Ezreal jumping forward, but the minions creeping, bro. Blocks that, and now Ezreal's out of mana, out of escapes. Katarina comes in with a double kill. She's 14-6. She started this game like 1-6 or something. Well, I guess maybe not 1-6. Otherwise, she'd be legendary right now. But you get the mind drift. Soraka being really helpful here against the poke. I think she might be the unsung hero here, but great comeback by the blue team. The ability power stacking of red side wasn't enough. Nobody even built Void Staff except for Ezreal. Oh man, that was a pretty decent game, I gotta say. And if we look at the damage here, Katarina carrying the damage part, but Ashe with the great engages. And Soraka, the healing that she threw out this game against the entirely poke composition of red side. I remember somebody once said that the cycle of team compositions is engage, poke, and sustain. And you can see sustain won out today. No, they all have the same icon. I believe that is just a spectator bug. Maybe because I'm not friends with any of them. But very well played by pretty much everyone on the blue team. They all did their jobs accordingly, except for maybe that weird armor stacking on Nunu. Well, perhaps he wanted to dive turrets a little bit early. But either way, great game by the blue team. And I guess I'll see you guys later.